If you want to win any match in eFootball, what's the most important thing? Of course, goals. Have you ever played a match where your team had more possession, took more shots, but still lost? That's because to score goals, your finishing accuracy and technique need to be solid. Even if you get fewer shooting opportunities, your finishing accuracy and technique will be what wins you the match. I know, you probably heard the term finishing accuracy for the first time. But what really is it? Finishing accuracy depends 50% on your player and 50% on you. Let's start with the first 50%, which is based on your player. In my main team, I have Mbappe. His finishing stat is just 85. But even though there are cards of Mbappe with higher finishing stats, this specific Mbappe performs much better in finishing. Why? Because finishing doesn't only rely on the finishing stat. It also depends on kicking power, physical contact, balance, curl. For example, when my Mbappe breaks through and the opponent tries to catch him, they usually fail because he has high physical contact, speed, and acceleration. He gets very close to the goalkeeper, and in this type of situation, many cards still miss. But my Mbappe has 90+ balance, so he controls his speed and finishes with ease. Even when he's in an off-balance situation, he can still score. Thanks to his average physical contact, he can fight with the opponent's defender and still get a shoot. Now, there are other Mbappe cards with lower physical contact, and even if they get a shot, they often miss because they become too unstable. Also, when it comes to shooting, kicking power becomes very important. With high kicking power, it's much easier to score from long range. Why? Because the speed of the shoot increases, making it very hard for the goalkeeper to save. That's why, even though my Messi has a 104 rating, it can go up to 106 by decreased kicking power, but that would reduce his overall rating. Sometimes when my strikers are fully blocked by the opponent's defenders and I have no space to shoot, I take a long-range shoot from outside the box using Messi and score. That's why Messi, even as a midfielder, has scored so many goals. Now, the second 50% of accuracy depends on you. Inside the game, you'll notice a circle and an indicator, used for passing, shooting, dribbling, and player control. When Mbappe gets the ball and it's time to shoot, I try not to move the arrow too wide. I keep it within a certain limit because his finishing stat is just 85. The more I move the arrow wide, the higher the chance of missing. The farther you are from the goal, the tighter you need to keep that accuracy line while shooting. Otherwise, your shot might go outside the post. The closer you are to the goal, the more you can slightly curve the arrow. This accuracy depends on you. Each player has a different wide line accuracy depending on their finishing stat. To understand this movement, you need to play online matches and observe the performance. Because in training or AI matches, it doesn't show the real accuracy. Now there are three main shooting techniques in eFootball. 1. Simple shoot. To perform a simple shot, just click the shoot button. Use this when your player is right in front of the D-box and defenders are closing in, basically in a one-touch situation. 2. Curl shoot. Use this when your player is around the side areas of the D-box, those marked zones. Try using curl shoots as much as possible because goalkeepers can save curl shots only 6% of the time. So the chance of missing is very low. To perform a curl shoot, click the shoot button and drag downward. 3. Stunning shoot. The most powerful shoot in eFootball. But it takes a bit of time to perform, so make sure your player has some space from defenders. Use this when your player is directly facing the goal in one of those marked zones. If a defender is too close, they'll easily block it. To perform it, click the shoot button and flick left or right. 4. Chip shoot. When you're in a 1v1 situation with the keeper and the keeper rushes out to intercept, use a chip shoot. To do this, click the button and drag upward. Ultimate skill. Double touch and fake shoot. These two are amazing for creating goal-scoring chances. I've found some unique strategies using these two skills that no one knows or has shared yet. So, I'll explain them in my next video because it's a bit complicated. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss that guide. And drop a comment with your review.